Okay, this is Nash Fan 24421 here. I recorded some messaging on, well, Drivin Under the Rainbow, the more like the typed up version so far, which is basically part 1 and part 2 of Drivin Under the Rainbow. It is much longer because, well, I extended it, so let's get started here.
Hello, this is Nash Fan 24421 here. I'm doing a recording of Driving Under the Rainbow. This is the official version. You're starting here. Driving Under the Rainbow, Part 1. High speed equals high risk equals high rewards. A navy blue earth pony runs out of Sugar Cube Corner with knives flying at him. He knew he was hit with a few knives. Then a pink pony comes out in hunter's pose. The poor navy blue pony's name was Speed Hunter. He was 16 years old and he was just lured into a trap of Pinkie Pie. By Pinkie Pie. She pumped up her shotgun and lined up for the shot. Speed Hunter knew this was bad and juked a little too late to dodge the shot. He got hit in the flank. He screamed in pain and ran to his Cadillac CTSV. He did a 0 to 60 time in 3.7 seconds and hit 100 in 6.5 seconds. He knew this wasn't going to last long because he was drugged with painkillers, tranquilizer, and adrenaline all together that was bad. When he flew by a purple unicorn named Starlight Glimmer. When she heard the shotgun fire again, she ran after Speed Hunter's CTSV. Speed Hunter nearly ran over Twilight at 80 miles an hour when he went ducking into the alley. Then Twilight ran into Twilight and said she was running away from Sunny with a 12 gauge shotgun and teleported to the castle. Twilight heard the 12 gauge fire again and did the same in fear. Speed Hunter lost control of his car because he was losing control of his body. Then he came to a stop, turned off his car, and hid in a secret compartment underneath his rear seat, and then hid there. Next day, a black pony named Slap Train was running where Speed Hunter went off. So after breakfast, he hopped into his Mark IV Toyota Supra. 10 minutes later, he found the Cadillac he was looking for in an alley near the school. Knocked up and shot up. He looked inside and he didn't see him at first and heard drones coming from underneath the rear seats. Slap popped open the cover, then seen Speed bloody and in pain, and knocked out due to sedatives. He radioed Octavia, then the sheriff at the time, to come to his location. He said, "We might need an ambulance down here. We got a gunshot victim." 10-4, she said. She said, 10-4, we'll be right there, ASAP. The ambulance is en route to your location, and so am I. As she took off in a smoky Euro-sounding burnout in her Skoda Octavia's police pursuit package in the PVPD paint job. When she got there, she seen the Supra and a shot-up CTSV and the E350 ambulance. She seen Speed Hunter awake and disorientated. Slap said he seriously lost it as he was intrigued as Speed hopped into the back of the E350 in pain. Slap said, "Can you get a tow truck out here?" Octavia said, "You can do that yourself." "Okay," said Slap in frustration. Breaker, this is Breaker, Trixie, what's your 20? We need your services." Trixie said, you know my rates, and I would like the money once I get there. As Speed Hunter was taken off to the ER in pain. 2 days later,
Hey there, dude.
Speed Hunter was let out
Look,
from the ER. And he's seen his Challenger Hellcat.
Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I had a video pop up, so sorry about that.
And when he looked inside, he seen vinyl scratch in the driver's seat. He stood there in shock that she was the one picking him up, not Slap. As he got in and looked at, he said, "Why are you picking me up? And how did you get my keys?" "How did you get my keys?" said Speed. "The keys were easy." Slap said, "Any vehicle." I chose Hellcat over the amazing selection of cars because I thought the name sounded cool. And Slap did warn me of the 707 horsepower in the car. I said I could handle that. So I had a little fun, then came out here to pick you up. Well, what has happened to you?" "I was shot and grazed with knives. That's all you need to know," said Speed in a saddened state. As the Hot Wheels Highway 35 Fortress theme was playing. Speaking to Vinyl, as he would speak to Vinyl, he said, Then, can I, mind if I change the music? And Vinyl said, okay, since we both listen to the same music, go ahead. Speed hopped onto his phone and booted up SoundCloud. And it started with It Doesn't Matter from Sonic Adventure 2. And she took off in a Hellcat like Burnout and then hit accelerated the speed limit, NASCAR rock theme playing in the background. When they both got to the house, Twilight was in the driveway and said, hey there, Speed Racer, why did I see you going 80 plus mile an hour by me? Speed said, well, I was getting shot at by a 12 gauge that Pinky had. Yeah, right. Wrong, try again, said Twilight in fury. You ended up spooking Starlight enough so she ran into me. Then teleported to the castle. I had to follow her. And she was still too shocked and still is to comprehend what happened that night. And I doubt Pinky has access to a 12 gauge shot. Heck, even I don't even yet. But you do. Sometime I wish I had more gun training. Said, Twilight said, Flap. Twilight said, Flap. He must be telling the truth. To the point, because he explained that his shot wound on his right flank and the knife stab all over his body. You can even ask Octavia and Trixie. They both seen him before he was fully bandaged up. And they both would tell you the same thing. He did have a shot wound, so back off, Twilight, before I go get Octavia. To get you off of my property, Princess. Princess or not, I don't care. Get off the property, or else I will get the sheriff. Fine, said Twilight in a recessive manner. Okay, I'm leaving now, as she hopped into her 1964 Ford Mustang California Special and drove off in a maddened state.
Another error. Sorry about that, folks.
Brad said, sorry, I didn't know that Twilight was going to be that hard on you. Or at least Tavia didn't have to come down here and Princess would go to jail for a day due to disturbance of the peace and private property laws, and Celestial get mad at Twilight. Then Brad said, hold on, Speed, you're starting to turn into another Twilight. Again, over-exaggerating the truth, then going on a tangent. Great, now I'm doing the same thing. Thanks. You better rest in the living room with your game system. I got Need for Speed, Underground 2 in there, and it's ready to play. Said Brad. And Vinyl, you're okay to come in and join us if you want, said Speed. Thanks, said Vinyl. I will actually expect it if it was one of those new games imported from the human world. Yep, for the GameCube. And it's my own copy I brought over from that world. What, said Vinyl in a gasp? Yes. We're both from that world. We're both from there. Me, Flip, and a few of my friends that come from there from time to time. Including Nick, Tomcat, Black Panther, Alex, Stay, Zach, Scott, Blank Check, and a few others. We all know each other through YouTube. And that's how we're all friends. 4 hours later, both Twilight and Applejack came knocking on the door, saying, do you know where Rainbow Dash is? All 3 ponies said, no, we've not seen her all day. Okay then, Applejack said. I'm going to Sugar Cube Corner. Who is with me? Everyone said no, even Flap. It was probably the one who does the stuff most of the time. And then he said, I have a bad feeling about this. That famous Star Wars court applied there when Twilight came back 3 hours later saying Rainbow Dash was tortured and was nearly killed. Fortunately, Applejack found her, and I totally believe you about Pinky. Can I go and see her, said Speed. No, said Vinyl, Flap, and Twilight in unison. You are in no condition to walk, let alone drive. Twilight, can you offer our condolences for us when Rainbow Dash wakes up? Okay, said Flap. Okay, said Twilight. Is there anything else I can do for you? Anything else that I can do for you? Nope, that's it. Part 2, recovery. At least Pinky is gone, said Speed in relief. Flap nodded it in agreement. At least you can say you're the first to escape, or yet you're the only way that they'll believe you is if you can get out of Rainbow Dash's shadow. And that's gonna be the hard part, he said in a grim voice. Speed said, can you please take me to Dr. Who's place, then Derpy's, then maybe the store afterwards? Okay, why do you want to go there? Just because it gives you enough of a reason. To check out the Lamborghini LM002 for a spin, said Speed in a confident tone. Fine, you got me there. I always want to take a 450 horsepower beast out for a spin, said Slap. As whoa, I lost my point. Sorry, folks. Here, as the interesting blue-colored Lambo fired up, and then it made a Lambo V12 howl as they pulled out in a fierce burnout. They took off towards Town Square. Speed said, "Slow down! You don't want Octavia or Lyra to out for speeding to Town Square." Lyra was the deputy of the police force, and it is very dark, unassuming Ford Fusion. It looks very slow, but it's faster than most cars in Ponyville. Even Speed's Hellcat could barely outrun it. Then Slap slammed on the binders, and they both thought they were going to roll the truck on the stop, and barely was in the range of the Ford Fusion's radar, and they both breathed a sigh of relief. They barely dodged a bullet. Then Speed said, "That one was close. Never try that one again. Because if we would have rolled, Lyra would definitely given us a ticket. It would lack sympathy for our role." Slap said, why do you want to avoid Sugar Cube Corner?" "Well, that's where I was attacked, and I don't want to go back there because, well, you know I have PTSD, and usually you don't want to bring a person with that condition back to the place, or else you may have some problems. That's why I don't see veterans that have PTSD go back to the war zone too often. Because they hate going back to the same spot, and that's my reasoning, and that's final." "Okay then," said Slap. "Just wondering, okay, I'll lay off." And they pulled up to the doctor's place, a small phone box. Well, the full-size house was a brown pony with an hourglass on its flank. And he said, "Slap, Speed, what's a pleasant surprise to see you both here. What brings you guys here? Come in, come in." As all three of them walked into the phone box, it turned out to be a huge workshop. Then he asked, "Would you like something to drink or eat, like a soda or a hayburger? Do you have a Coke or a Mount Cantaloupe?" Said Slap, "I can check on the mountain, but how about you, Speed?" said Hoob's next calm voice. How about a water?" I'm just recovering from a very frightening thing that happened to me 3 weeks ago." "Well, what happened to you?" said the doctor, very interested in this development. "Well, you know the problem that happened with Rainbow Dash?" "Yeah," said Hooves. "Well, let's just say that, well, that happened to me, and I got away under my own power, barely. So, with a gunshot wound and stabbings." "Oh, I feel bad for you, yet I believe that a bad thing has happened to you. I mean, getting shot with a 12 gauge and running away, getting stabbed on the run while being disorientated and barely getting away, doing 100 plus mile an hour in that condition. And I'll go get those drinks for you right now." "Do you know if Derby's working right now?" said Speed. "No," said the doctor in a confused state. "Why do you want to know that?" "Because I just wanted to go and see her, that's all," said Speed, discouraged. "Well, she works the mailman position, so it's hard to keep track of her. I'll keep my eyes out for her. If I find her, I'll tell you over the CB radio." So as Doc came back, the bright green soda, a water, and some Earl Grey tea. "So how's Rainbow Dash doing?" "So," said the doctor. "Well, we don't know yet because we haven't seen Twilight, Sparkle, or Applejack yet since that day. I wish I know, yet I don't know the condition ever. Even though I have heard rumors that she doesn't have wings."
This has been Ask Fan 2442. This has been part one of the two-part reading because, well, I'm almost at the 15-minute mark. So yep.